to Love Island,
where last night it all went a bit Pete-tong. Have a look at this. So there we go, a mature and adult exchange of views there. The views mainly being of the "you're pissed son, go to bed" variety. And surprisingly, that episode of Handbags wasn't actually about Paul's new haircut. Very fetching.
Okay, but you'll see the full story on the haircut and the row just a little bit later. Also coming up tonight, Isabella and Paul were the first couple to be put into the Love Shack, and shortly you'll choose the next pair to spend 48 hours together. All alone together.
So who do you want to see in there? It could be any boy-girl combination, okay guys? That's boy-girl. That's the rules. We're sorry.
Okay, you know who likes who and who doesn't like who, so you know how much trouble you can cause tonight.
Okay, let's have a quick look at them live.
Those are the celebrities, and we'll give you the numbers to call in just a moment.
Now, with Judy leaving on Friday, by my calculations, Kelly, that should mean that we actually have one extra bed.
Right.
So why do two people keep sharing, do you think?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, some of our little flowers get lonely at night in the dark and they just need a cuddle. Of course, that was Callum there, spooning Rebecca.
Yes, spooning Rebecca. Apparently Rebecca, of course, was very shocked to find out that Callum went to bed with a teaspoon and woke up with a tablespoon.
I mean, that's interesting because I thought that, you know, Callum and Abby were, you know...
What's that? What's that? Is that the sound of the bed?
No, I thought they were spooning.
No, I think they were forking, I think. Oh, that's what I heard.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it just shows you what a difference a week can make. Rebecca chasing Callum. Callum, she's only after you to get to your dad. Anyway, tonight you could throw Callum into the Love Shack with Rebecca or Abby. In fact, any of the 5 girls. It is entirely down to you. Yeah,
in fact, you can throw any of the boys in there with any of the girls, and the lines are open now. Now remember, once the boys are in place, you'll get the chance to choose who goes with them.
So call for Callum.
Those are the boys, and as you saw earlier, one of them has a new look.
Yes, and that's because Paul decided to shave off all his hair yesterday, but Fran, of course, who's got the best haircut in the resort, talked him into only cutting half of it off, because apparently that's very cool. So he only had half a haircut and still managed to look a total, well, make your own mind up. And staying a bit tighter up here, and then just like that. Yeah. What do you think?
Cool, I love it. You're kind of halfway there anyway.
Yeah,
I think that's sweet. Fran's got his own little mini-me.
Yeah, you can barely tell the two of them apart except when you look.
Well, after Paul's haircut, the celebrities gathered for another day trip decider. You know, these day trip deciders have been very cool, Patrick.
Really? Come on.
All spelling tests and, you know, how famous are you?
Yeah.
I hope we haven't got anything too cool planned this time.
No, there's nothing as cruel as that. There's no way we'd show girls having to weigh themselves on TV.
Welcome back to Love Island, where the Love Shack is about to receive its second couple.
Yes, for whoever you send in, it promises to be a unique experience. Of course, last week, Paul had never experienced such luxury before, and Lady Isabella had never experienced only one butler.
But who will you send in this time? Could Rebecca share a bath? Could Jane share a love seat?
I'm still on Rebecca in the bath. Sorry. Or could Abby share the limelight?
And remember, it's boys first this week, and it could also be a first for Callum, to actually spend 48 hours with the same woman.
It'll never happen. It is up to you, but what do their friends and family think? And it should be a worry, because I can tell you he has now. Keep watching to find out a little bit more.
Okay, but does that help you decide who you want in the shack? Now remember, it's boys first, and the number you need is...
In there shortly to break the news to them.
Okay, now you remember earlier on we had our usual day trip decider, and Patrick, it was cruel.
Oh, come on.
You lied to me.
No, come on. Like,
it was cruel.
What, girls just revealing their weight on national TV? That's not cruel.
It is cruel. Girls hate...
What do you weigh?
3.5 stone.
There you go. You see, Kelly can tell the truth. And girls hate it so much that several hours later, they were still talking about it in public.
Oh, I didn't... She looks brilliant. She looks gorgeous.
She does, yes. Liz, under the delusion there that she'll lose weight by eating properly and working out with an Olympic athlete. Everybody knows, of course, there's only one way to shed the pounds, and that's rolling around on a mat. Ladies and gentlemen, we present the Titmus workout. Yes, it's genius, eh? I'm looking forward to Abby's exercise video. At least this time it's one she can sell in the shops.
I mean, is she trying to impress the boys? And have they taken the bait? Okay, so that's who they fancy, but as we've said before, it's not up to them, it's up to you.
Yes, it is, of course, your votes that will send 2 of them into the Love Shack very soon.
In just a couple of minutes, the lines for the boys will be closing, so get voting now. The
lines are closing in just a minute. We'll stop swaying because we're back on camera. And we'll be going in there in a minute to give them the news or something. Okay, welcome back to Love Island. We can tell you that the phone lines for the boys are now closed. We have the results.
Okay, we're going into the result right now to tell them which one will be heading off to the Love Shack today.
Okay. Morning, gentlemen.
Hey, hello.
How are you? Liking this? That's a good look. Very nice. Very much. Okay, the viewers have been voting this evening to create their second perfect couple. 4 weeks from now,
First, and now it is the boys' turn. Are you ready, guys? Now, Paul, would you like to go back into the Love Shack?
Yeah, it was pretty nice, 6 stars.
Do you enjoy?
I wouldn't mind going, I wouldn't mind getting pampered.
Are here.
Love them.
Here we go, boys. Let's get cracking. First up, Fran. You're not going into the Love Shack. There you go.
Thank you very much.
I'll see you in a second, Fran.
Dwayne?
Yeah.
Michael?
And I can tell you, so it means it could... Okay, have a seat there, fella.
Take a
Yeah, cool.
seat. Are you shocked?
Yeah, a bit. I mean, I don't want
To vote for, to
No,
join you in
I'm
their
not gonna,
place.
It's yours at home, and it's nice to see Callum there. Work there, fella. Okay, so the first half of our second celebrity pair has been decided. That means that the phone lines for the boys are closed, but the lines for the girls are now open.
Yeah, who do you want to see, Callum?
Yes, my friends, only your opinion matters, and to make them known, the numbers you need are, of course, the same before. It's 090 11 3232. Okay, but while you were making your perfect couple, it looked like two of them were having another go at doing it without your help.
My friend now.
Bit harsh, eh? I wouldn't like it if you called me a knobhead.
What do you mean, if? Okay, well, Jane, they're more mixed up than ever, but speaking of mixing it up, Rebecca spent yesterday discussing the birds and the bees.
And the birds.
Ah,
There we go.
interesting.
It certainly is, okay. Abby, they're off for a cold shower, as I suspect are most of our male teenage audience.
Yeah, she might not know if she prefers boys to girls, but she does know how to get the boys' attention.
So that was Rebecca doing a little bit of straight talking, so to speak. But yesterday, the celebrities played a game that required them to do the opposite. They had to say 3 things, only one of which was actually true.
Ah, okay. I love you.
Yeah?
I like you.
Yeah?
I hate you.
You love me.
No.
Guess again. So there we go. Paul Danan apparently had dinner with Madonna. I can imagine that one. Oh, I love you, babe. Love the last album. Like your boobs.
Did you see that look that Rebecca gave Callum?
Yeah.
She likes the
She
footballer.
likes it.
I know. Okay, well, the lines are still open for the girl you want to send in with Callum. But if you haven't made your mind up, this is what the people who know them best think.
Welcome back to Love Island, where one half of this week's perfect pairing has already been decided. Of course, you now know Callum is the first celeb you want to see heading into the Love Shack.
Okay, but he can't go alone. You've got to choose who's in there with him. It could be any one of the 5 girls, but some would be nicer than others. Let's see how they're getting on, shall we?
Okay, yeah.
Shall we look?
Okay, so who should join Callum in the Love Shack? Call now. You could make his day, or you could ruin it. The number you need is the same before. It's 090.
We'll be heading in there very shortly to share the good news or the bad news.
But before we do, let's hear which of the girls would like to go in there with the master spooner. Go on, tell us what you said just there. What did you say?
I just said her boobs are phenomenal.
Yeah, I was thinking that myself. So that's who the girls like.
But one of the girls revealed who she liked very early on. And earlier today, we saw Jane and Lee having another We're Not Lovers tiff.
And it seems that even now Lee can't understand what he's done wrong, and he's not the only one.
Folks, welcome to Dwayne's world.
Yes, Dwayne's world. Okay, let's get this clear. So Lee spends 3 days leading Jane on,
Right.
and Dwayne says, oh, you've done nothing wrong, mate. Meanwhile, Jane asks for a pen without saying please, and that's just rude.
That's unreasonable.
I think so, yeah.
I think so. I mean, anyway, later on, the celebs all started to relax. You know, they were calming down and they decided to have a nice, quiet, relaxing drink. What a turnaround. So Michael Greco definitely no longer in love with Abby Titmuss.
Yeah, and I thought it was very subtle the way he actually told it to Callum. Right? Because Callum's not close to Abby at all.
I know.
Okay, soon you will choose who goes in with Callum. The number you need is 090. So Michael's gone off Abby, and now it seems that Rebecca's fallen out with her as well. Yes, Abby's chances of romance are fading by the second. Welcome back to Love Island, where we're about to send a second couple into the Love Shack for the next 48 hours.
Okay, we already know that Callum is going in. All that remains is for you to decide which girl will join him.
Okay, this really is your very last chance to vote for the girl you'd like to see in there with Callum, so get to the phones.
And now it's time to see what made Paul so angry last night.
Yes, and what bottle he drank it from. Oh dear.
No, Paul, he should stick to somersaults and break dancing.
Yes, Paul, they're doing exactly what his brother had feared and having a few too many beers, or to be precise, half a pint of wine. But he doesn't want to argue about it. Let's just get that straight.
Okay, so eventually Paul calmed down and went off to bed.
Thank God. And for the rest of the gang, what better than another drink? Well, we'll tell you what's better than another drink. A good old moan about Abby. Okay, so that's how last night ended, but right now we're on our way back into the resort.
Okay, the lines have now closed and we have the result of tonight's second vote. Morning, ladies. Morning. How are you?
How are we all?
Fine, thanks.
Lovely, okay. The phone lines are now closed. It is time to complete our second perfect couple.
It is. It's time to find out who'll be joining Callum.
Okay, Callum, you looking forward?
That's just because he knows he can't.
Right. Well, this is what the public thought, not what you thought. Here we go. First up.
Jane. Hello, Jane.
Rebecca.
It's so you.
Okay, and so we're left with...
Ah, so guys, why do you think the public votes forward to going in there?
Yeah.
I'm alone, away from all the guys.
To be honest
This
with you,
has
the
been
one
pretty
Okay, hopefully we'll enjoy it as well. Send you off, so there you go,
yeah,
guys.
I think you need to
The Love
make
Shack
your way to
awaits.
the
Say
Love
goodbyes.
Shack. Okay, so they're off at least for 48 hours of sun, sea, and who knows what.
Okay, see you guys.
See you later.
Meant to the Love Shack live. There they go. They're heading in now as we speak. You can turn over to Matt on ITV2 now for some more After Sun. And we will see you tomorrow night. But from myself, from Kelly, and from the lovers, Callum and Rebecca, who knows what may happen? Tune in tomorrow night to find out. We'll see you then. Bye.
Good night.
Oh my God, look.